How you doing, folks? E Fresilli with Holistic Health and Fitness. Glad you could join me during my workout. I want to talk to you about a couple things. I had somebody write in and ask me about what the best kind of exercises are to be doing, how should they rest, how many repetitions, how many sets, all this kind of stuff. Wait till I catch my breath. So we're going to talk about that. All those and a few more are what we call acute variables. So when we design a program for somebody, we not only want to look at the exercise they're doing, but how long they're resting in between each set of that exercise, the intensity, and in this case we're talking about the weight they're using, and then how many repetitions and how many sets of those repetitions that we're going to design into their program. So typically, and this is general, so remember I'm always going to be talking in general terms because I don't know you, although I would actually love to know you. So I don't know where you are in your workout program, in your health, in your wellness. So until I know that, I have to talk generally for you folks. But please don't hesitate to email me and let me know, and then from there we can get more specific. So in general, as I say, we need to look at the exercises. Is it the right exercise for what you need to be doing? So when I say need to be doing, that's going to depend on a whole bunch of different factors. Are you rehabilitating out of an injury or surgery, or if you have some chronic issues going on with your body? Are you already a high-performance athlete and we're looking to increase the level of your play? Are you the average person out there that is in a weight loss program and wants to get stronger and fitter at the same time of losing that weight? So there's all these different variables that we have to take into consideration based on where you're at. But with each person, no matter who they are, we want to make sure that we're selecting the right exercise or exercises for you, for not only what you want to achieve. Let's say it's building muscle and losing weight, okay? Because that's pretty typical. So we want to gear it towards that for sure. But at the same time, you might have a lower back issue, or maybe some knee stuff, or some neck stuff, or some shoulders, or a whole bunch of other things that can be going on with your body that we also want to clear up so that we can move you through that. So those are the exercises that you're going to be doing, and those are going to range through everything from what we call corrective stabilization phases to strength phases. And strength phases, we're talking about what we call hypertrophy, which is building muscle. Okay, whether you're a man or a woman, you need to have muscle, and strong and stable muscle and powerful muscle. And that's the last one, is power. So again, corrective and stabilization, strength, which is hypertrophy, and then power. And each one of those is going to come with either different exercises, or the intensity will be lifted up as you move up that staircase. So the exercises are critically important based on who you are and where we're trying to get you and where you're starting from. And then from that, we want to look at how often or what is your rest period in between your exercises. So when we want to increase the intensity of a program, part of that is going to be looking at your rest period. So if you can imagine, if you're doing a set like I was just doing, those are called single arm snatches. Very intense exercises, heavy weight for me, light for other people, heavier for some, but for me, pretty heavy. I need to make sure that I'm resting in between enough so that my nervous system can recover, because it's such a high-end exercise. So that rest period is critical. If you want to increase your intensity, you can shorten that rest period. If you need to lengthen that rest period a little bit. But again, it depends on what phase, that corrective stabilization, the strength hypertrophy, or the power phase. Each one of those is going to have a different parameter of rest periods. And then after rest, we look at the actual intensity when we look at, in this case, how much weight are we using for that given exercise. The lighter the weight, the less intensity. The heavier weight, the more intensity. That makes sense, right? And then after that intensity, we need to look at the actual repetitions. So how many repetitions are you doing in that one set? Okay, so a set is a group of repetitions, all right? And then from there, after repetitions, we look at how many sets of those repetitions you're doing. So each one of those are acute variables of your exercise program. So at the C.H.E.K Institute, we learned very, very quickly that exercise, like many other things, should be prescribed. Exercise is medicine, if you want to think about it this way. And it's pretty true, right? So if you exercise the right way for what's going on with you and where you want to get to, you're going to get the good result that you're looking for. But if you exercise incorrectly, you're going to get a negative response or reaction, right? Your body's going to break down, you're going to hurt yourself, or something else. You're going to be too fatigued, and that's going to cause, you're going to overtrain, which is a lot of what's going on. Some people undertrain. That's a whole other story that we can get into later. But all of that, as when we look at exercise and the acute variables, are a prescription for health and fitness. So I would really ask you to take a look at your exercise program. If you're not sure of what you're doing, call me, email me, or get together with a trainer that really knows what they're doing. High quality coaches and therapists are fantastic at this also. So take your time, find somebody who really knows what they're doing, and look at that. You should have an exercise program that you actually can follow on a piece of paper that tells you what those are, and you can actually chart down. Because if you're not writing this down, then you're just kind of haphazardly going in the gym and working out. And that might work for some people, but overall, when you have that in front of you and you know where you're going, it makes that much more of a difference to where you want to get to and getting there the best way, the right way, because you can look at what you're doing and saying, this week I did this much, I can improve a little bit more here, so I can start looking at that. So I got into a lot of that. I know that's a big area, and I don't expect you to remember all this. That's why I'm here for you. So don't be afraid or hesitate to call or to send me an email, and let's work together. I work long distance with many of my clients. We can design programs for you. We can get you going on this the right way, okay? And as I promised, we are going to be getting into nutrition and what goes on internally with the organ systems and how all that affects your health, your fitness, and your wellness. Because remember, at the end of the day, all of this that we do, the nutrition and the exercise and getting the mind right and working at these levels with all my clients is about getting you in the best shape of your life so that you can go do the things you love to do with the people you love. That's really all this is about. And I'm very passionate about this. So please take advantage of having me here. Give me a call or send me an email. Go onto the website, www.holistichealth-fitness.com. It'll be right underneath here. I'll make sure it's there for you. And then from there, you can read all the blogs and the videos that I post. And from there, that website, you can also go to the Facebook page, and you can go to Twitter, and you can go to LinkedIn also. So all that information is there for you. Let's start this year, 2014, and from here on out, let's make this about health and happiness and wellness and fitness in your life so you can go do the things you love to do with the people you love. And I would love to be a part of that journey for you. So until then, I want you all to go have a vibrant life and take care.